Hi, hello, welcome to Hey Hey Sports, and we're in trouble today, people. One game up. We are one game up on Milwaukee for the divisional lead. 13 weeks left of the Major League Baseball season. Here we go again. Gonna go play a good, angry, very extraordinarily pissed off New York Yankees team. They're mad how they lost the World Series, they want retribution, and they're coming at full strength, and they don't care who gets in their way, they just want to get there. And you know what? Cubs are getting tested. They're getting tested today. You know what? And by the way, for those of you who are more than content with our pitching staff and our bullpen, how good that we are, did you know that 12 of the guys that they've had on the mound were negative WAR players? Negative WAR pitchers. 25-man roster. That's half the team. They got their asses whipped the other day, 11-0, and they again, what? You want to win a World Series? You want to play October baseball? You're going to play good teams. You're going to play a team like the New York Yankees. You're going to play a team like the Dodgers. You're going to play a team like the New York Mets. And you know what? Milwaukee, this close away of taking your divisional lead that you've had ever since day one. Oh, but it's okay because Kyle Tucker, he's an all-star. It's not extended, but he's an all-star. Pete Crow Armstrong, he's an all-star. Matthew Boyd, he's an all-star. How is Matthew Boyd a Major League All-Star? How? How is Seiya Suzuki, who's the RBI leader, why is he not in the All-Star game? Makes no sense to me. Makes zero sense to me. But you know what? The Cubs gotta go play the Yankees today at noon. I will be more than happy to watch that. Be very excited. But you know what? They're a feast and famine team. I've been trying to tell this to people. They don't want to listen to me. The Chicago Cubs, this Cubs team, feast and famine. They don't have quality hitting in the ways that people think that they do. Oh, they hit all these home runs. That's all well and good, but they don't hit 10 home runs in a game. They don't win. You play a loaded Yankees team in the way that you did. You got your asses whipped 11-0. Oh, but it's okay. Yay. Here we go again. Year number 3 of this. Shoulda, coulda, and woulda. Shoulda made the wild card the last 2 seasons, and they didn't do it. They failed at that. And everyone was trying to tell me, oh, well, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. The schedule is weak. Oh, the schedule. Oh, the schedule for the Chicago Cubs, it's not a problem. Oh, it's not a problem at all whatsoever. And you know what? You gotta go play the Yankees. You got to go play the Red Sox. The Red Sox are coming up strong. You got 8 games against the Milwaukee Brewers. 8 games against your divisional opponents. And they're right there. Just one game up. They're plus games of wild card positioning. They're right there. They're right here. You're going to go play 8 games against them. One of them is a doubleheader. Because a previous game got rained out. You gotta go. What if? And you know what? Hey, Mr. Counsell, correct Counsell. The Milwaukee Brewers and the Milwaukee fan base would be more than happy to see you get knocked out of that division lead. They'd be more than happy to make sure to knock you down a peg to make sure that you don't make you and your mighty Chicago Cubs do not make a wild card team. I'd be more than happy to see that, considering you were their hometown guy and you left for $40 million. $40 million to Craig Counsell. Really? I don't get this. I really don't. And it's like, here we go again. Oh, well, we need pitching. Another pitcher hurt. Porter Hodge hurt. So, Porter Hodge hurt. Shota Minaga hurt. Justin Steele hurt. I think Matthew Boyd got hurt. They need all this help in pitching. They draft 15 pitchers 3 years ago. Where the hell are they? I'll wait. Oh, they're going to make a trade. Oh, they're going to make this big trade. You gotta do it now. You gotta do it now. Matt Shaw, I think, is hitting 200. Dansby Swanson's batting average with runners in scoring position is asinine. It is atrocious, of biblical proportions. Ian Happ, why does he hit leadoff? Ever? I don't understand it. I truly do not understand it. I had a conversation with a friend watching the game the other day. Being a baseball coach and baseball manager, no disrespect to coaches of other sports and other professional leagues or whatever it may be. Being a baseball coach is far easier of being a soccer coach, basketball, hockey, American football, rugby, lacrosse, because you know what, there you gotta deal with guys running up and down the field, the ice, the court. You gotta know about play formations, sets, styled offenses, styled defense formations. Baseball, you have all these other, hitting instructors, pitching instructors, bench coaches, assistant coaches. You have all this other stuff, and Craig Counsell for $40 million. All he needs to do, fill in a lineup and be a problem guy in between guys for the locker room. That's it. Literally it. Oh, and talk to the media. That's it. $40 million. $40 million. Where you already had a guy that people liked in David Ross. You already had a guy who, in a 60-game schedule in 2020 and a global pandemic, won you a division. You traded away his entire team. They were building up. They were getting better. And you screw David Ross, who was a World Series Chicago Cub in Game 7. He hit the big home run. He did everything for you. He was John Lester's personal go-to guy behind the dish. And you screw him out of town. No one even knows what the hell he's doing. And you go and you get $40 million to Craig Counsell. A guy who just smacked you around every chance he got. Really? If you prove me wrong, I'll say differently. But so far, you really haven't. Oh, well, they've been in first place for so long. Yeah! We're not in September. We're not in October. We're not in August. We're on July 12th, 2025, 10:17 a.m. as I'm recording this right now. Here we go again. Another year. 2004, all over again. LaTroy Hawkins. Oh. Great job there, Dusty Baker. Oh. 2004. Shoulda, coulda, and woulda. 2019, when they fell asleep at the wheel, got forced to play a tiebreaker game at home. They lost that. Had to go play a wild card game at home. Lost that. Missed out on postseason altogether. Oh wait, no, that was 2018. I'm sorry. 2019, they missed out on the postseason altogether. Oh, but I don't know what it is I'm talking about in context of the Chicago Cubs. That's great, because there's a lot of people out there who, you don't know this team in the way that I do. You don't know this franchise in the way that I do. Good, bad, bad, and good. Sorry, you don't. You really don't. And I'm more than frustrated that this is the situation that we are placed in yet again. Here we go again. And look, I get it. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. There's 162 games. Baseball's a game of failure. I get it. But come on. Oh, because Pete Crow Armstrong is this close away of getting 30-30? Yeah, okay, great. I hope he does. Good for him. But just because you like one guy, that doesn't automatically mean that they're an amazing team. They're not the 1998 Cubs. They're not the 2003 Cubs. They're not the 1989 Cubs. They're not the 1984 Chicago Cubs. They're not. They're not. They don't have the pitching. They don't have quality relief pitching. Okay, sure, yeah, they get a lot of garbage time home runs. Doesn't help if you don't make postseason. It won't. Jed Hoyer, Carter Hawkins, you are thing one, thing two of the front office management group. You got to be thinking to yourself, wow, I may be out of a job here. And I don't want to come here and do this show and be that guy about it. I don't want to be a Frank the Tank kind of a guy and come here and be all doom and gloom. But in reality, you got to be open and honest about it. It's like, oh yeah, it's the Chicago Cubs, they're so great. Who would you rather have? And so Ian Happ, who was a long-time leadoff hitter this year, he's good defensively, I'll give him credit. But I found it hysterical a few years back when Cubs fans, Chicago Cub fans, hated the idea of having Kyle Schwarber being a leadoff hitter because his batting average sucked. But yet, Ian Happ's batting average sucked, and he would occasionally give you a big hit. Not constantly. Not every time he'll get you a big clutch hit a moment. He'll give you it every now and then to give you the notion that he's this good enough guy. He's just good enough of an all-around player. But would you rather have Kyle Schwarber hitting leadoff or Ian Happ hitting leadoff? I think I know who I want. I'd rather have Kyle Schwarber hitting leadoff, because that's a guy who gets 40 home runs, 50 home runs, a million RBIs. But no, let's go get Ian Happ, who's not even a real switch hitting hitter. He hits better from the left side of the plate. How come the $40 million man, Craig Counsell, is not aware of this, but I am? I'm just some guy sitting on my couch. Where's my $40 million? I'm telling you, if they don't make the postseason this year, there's going to be a lot of changes in the team. There would be. And there should be. I don't know why Owen Casey. Where's Owen Casey? Where's our great AA, AAA help that we need? Because let's be real here. Beggars can't be choosers. Because do you want to be a division winner, you know, playing in round one of the NLDS, or would you rather be fighting for survival of a wild card spot where if you lose 2 games you're screwed? Where you get placed in that wild card area, you got to fend off the Cardinals, who you got to play again. You got to fend off the Padres. You got to fend off the Mets, a good New York Mets team. I get it. Nothing's guaranteed. But this is problematic. It's like, oh, well, you know, you're a Cub fan. I know what many of you may be thinking. Oh, you're a Cub fan. You can't be saying this. You got to support them. Yeah, I am a Cub fan. I've seen this song and dance one too many times. I remember when they won the World Series, and it was, if you give any criticism to Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Wilson Contreras, Kyle Hendricks, it didn't matter what it was. You said anything, and if it was true, you were an idiot and you didn't know what it was you were talking about. Before you could say anything about Alfonso Soriano, no one cared. Aramis Ramirez, no one cared. Derek Lee, no one cared. Kosuke Fukudome, no one cared. Oh, but they win the World Series by the skin of their teeth, and now I can't give them any criticism. Even the new guys who are in the uniform can't give them any criticism. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, so when the Chicago Bulls, if they were to ever win the NBA title, I can't just say anything. So I can't say anything of the fact that remove Michael Jordan from the picture, they would still never be relevant. So, oh, what about Joakim Noah? Come on. Really? Joakim Noah, a guy who ran his mouth and could never back it up. Oh, Derrick Rose, a guy who should have been a Chicago Bull his entire career, and then he never had an agent, and then his family screwed that one up. That's great. Steve Kerr, coached Golden State. Jerry Sloan coached Utah. Forever. And who did the Chicago Bulls got? They got Phil Jackson, who they screwed. Thibodeau, who they screwed. And who else in between? Who? Doug Collins? Paul Westhead? Michael Jordan was playing with crackheads on his team, and people think LeBron James is better than him. Come on, get out of here with that. Could have had Cooper Flagg, but no. But no, let's go again. Let's have the same record that we did last year in a play-in game, one-game elimination against Miami with no Jimmy Butler again and lose to the same team again in the same manner. But that's okay. But that's okay because 670 the score says it's okay. Yeah, that's real great. Chicago Blackhawks have their development day here. The schedule will be released by the end of the week or next week for the NHL. I'm very excited about that. I am optimistic about the Chicago Blackhawks. I think they'll be pretty darn good. I hope. Keyword. There's still work to be done with them. Their prospects look very, 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 very promising. Patrick Kane said a lot of good things about Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard was. There's been talk about him possibly moving to one of the wing positions, and it's Patrick Kane said that could help him, and I think that's good. I think that would be a good idea. But you know what? Jonathan Taves. As I said before, he's in Winnipeg. He looked pretty good in the Winnipeg Jets uniform. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cheering for him. Wish him nothing but the best. And it's if the Chicago Cubs can pull this off, you're gonna hear from me first and foremost. Anyway, have a nice day. And always, hey sports. Follow us on YouTube and see you soon. Have a good day.